What's up, people coming in? I'm coming in full throttle. What's up? What's up? What's going on, people? Hold on real quick. Had to turn that music off. Hope you guys can hear me clearly. About to bring my face up. Don't worry about that. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, let me get this in. Hold on a second. Damn, I thought I turned it down. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're going to get into it. Let me get in here. Oh, whoa. Let me unshare this. What's up, people? What's going on? Let's check it out. Unapologetic manhood, man. Come get your sweaters. Real talk. Come get your sweaters, man. You see the team. Let me put it right here. Let me move you right. Get this going. Hold on. Yes, indeed. How's everybody doing tonight? We'll have a go. Do a quick live. Got to speak on it. You know, anything. I want to make it clear. Anything what I'm saying on this live is educational purposes. I want you guys to literally understand this is not something that I take lightly. This is something educational purposes for every young man, especially every young Black man and every man that have a lot to lose, especially when you know you're innocent, when you know you live by the Most High, you don't disrespect no woman, you do everything you possibly can to be the best gentleman that you have to be, you gotta be, because that's how you was raised to be. So yeah, we're gonna get this started, man. We're gonna get this real quick started. Come on in, everybody. Let me come in here. Sorry about that. Let me put this in. That's what I should have did before. But I want to get this live started. Yes. Here we go. Yep. 39. I got the puppies down here, the dogs down here with me, live in the basement. Yes, yes. So let's get it, man. I'm gonna share this. Deshaun Jackson, he did a press conference this week, early today, talking about the whole situation. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, you know, comment on everything. And again, this is educational purposes. I wanted to keep on mentioning that. This is all educational purposes. Let me share this real quick and we're going to get to it, guys. Yeah. And I hope you guys hear this clearly. Something been going on my laptop ever since I got it fixed. Here we go. Hold on 1 second. This is the GM brother. It ain't too many brothers that are GMs in at the NFL network, and I'm proud of. Let's get it going, man.
And I should note, because I know a lot has been said about this, we were advised by our attorneys. We were advised against reaching out directly to the 22 women out of concern that it would be considered interfering with a criminal investigation. And it's this, among several other reasons, that made it important for us to use independent investigative resources that were unbiased and comprehensive so that we could get a full picture and full perspective, of the criminal and civil cases. So it was through this time and through this work and what we learned about what we learned about Deshaun the person, what we learned about the civil and criminal proceedings, and obviously working through due process and legal process that got us comfortable with Deshaun the person. And we realize we're not naive to the fact that there are many people who aren't as comfortable with this transaction as we are today. But this is something that we a trade that we made to be evaluated over the long run, and we do think that there's a strong and detailed body of work about Deshaun, and we do have faith in him as a person. We're not naive to the fact that there's still work to do. I think Deshaun would be the first to tell you as we integrate him into our organization in the Cleveland community. But we do have faith that Deshaun will not only meet the expectations that we have of any player who we bring into the organization, but exceed them. And we are looking forward to having Deshaun as our starting quarterback for hopefully a long period of time. So with that, I'll pass it back.
Just to echo what Andrew said, this organization did a tremendous amount of work on Deshaun the person, a tremendous amount of background. I understand the concerns completely. I understand the questions. Like Andrew talked about, we understand that there are questions to be answered. I have confidence in the work that we put in. I have confidence in the extensive work that our group put in to understand Deshaun. I'm really looking forward to coaching Deshaun. I know he's ready to get to work, and I'm looking forward to him being around his teammates. And really, I'm looking forward to him making a very positive impact in this community. And with that, I'll turn it over to Deshaun.
Yes, I first want to say thank you to Dee and Jimmy Haslam and the Haslam family for giving me this awesome opportunity to be the quarterback of this historical organization in the Cleveland Browns. I want to thank AB and Coach Kevin for also giving me the opportunity to come here to join this organization, join this locker room, to lead these guys and be a servant leader. And then another opportunity for, this organization, for me to come in here and have the opportunity to show this community, show this city, show this organization, show this locker room who the person I really am. And that's the main focus that I want to do, is continue to show people who I really am, get my story out eventually.
Start with you. Tom Withers, Associated Press. Deshaun, there are a lot, as Andrew and Kevin mentioned, there are a lot of people that are very conflicted over your arrival here. They've read the sexual allegations, they've seen the lawsuits. What do you want people to know about you as a person? Who are you? We know about you as a player. Who are you as a person?
the biggest thing for me is, as a person, I'm genuine. Um, I'm hardworking, servant leader who loves to be social in the community, who loves to give back, very kind of team oriented. So I love hanging out with my teammates, but also I want to be able to show that eventually and get out into the community. I've always been hands-on in the community of Houston, back home in Gainesville, back home in Clemson. And that's what I want to do, is be able to get back to that brand, or get back to that person that people knew I was before all these allegations.
Yeah, Andrew, just to be clear, nobody from the Browns or representing the Browns spoke to any of the 22 women who've made allegations, correct?
Like I mentioned earlier in my opening statement, Jake, our attorneys advise us that reaching out directly could be considered interfering with a criminal investigation. But that's the reason that we did hire independent investigators to make sure that we could get that comprehensive and holistic perspective.
The investigators you hired did speak to the women?
I'll say the investigators that we hired were able to get a full perspective of all the cases. Yeah.
Not speak to them.
I'm going to say the full perspective of all the cases. I'm not going to go into necessarily the details of everything the investigators did, but they got a full perspective of all the criminal cases.
Not speak to the women. And what is the basis for calling your investigation extensive, as you put it in your statement, on Sunday? And also given the fact some of the women haven't given testimony yet. They haven't done anything on the record.
Yeah. So again, Jake, I'll refer back to my statement.
So let me speak on that. I know it took me a long time to speak on what they just speak on the video, but let me speak on that. He said these women haven't even put out sworn statements yet. And this was the drama that is going on right now. Just for not even putting out, they didn't even put out sworn statements yet. They were sued, this and that, and the third. But this is the biggest problem that I have in this society on how it's extremely important how when men such as myself, an unapologetic man that's going to tell young men and even older men, this is what you have to do. You have to protect yourself, because they could like write something down and say, yeah, he did it. They don't even have to say it. They could say, yes, he did it. He did what? It doesn't even matter. We're going to get him. And especially for you men that have a whole lot to lose. Even for you men that don't have nothing to lose. But again, as I said in the beginning of the beginning of this live, it's important for you to understand that you let people know that you will protect yourself, because this is the way you was raised. You was raised to be a respectable man, a respectable person, respect all people. I'm talking to the men like that get caught up every day in this society. That a young lady, older woman, whatever it be, can say whatever she wants to say about you, and no matter if it's false or just accusations, it can overhaul your whole life in an unpredictable way. This is why it's extra important to do what you need to do. And let's keep on going with the video. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let's go.
The independent and unbiased investigators were able to be comprehensive in all the information that they were able to bring forth. Some of the information, quite honestly, I understand can't necessarily be public, but we do feel good about the work that we did. We feel good about the work that the investigators did for us. We got a comprehensive perspective of all the cases.
Andrew, when you were investigating the situation with Deshaun, how much were you looking into whether the acts were criminal, or whether or not they were criminal did not rise to the standard of player conduct that you would expect from a player?
Yeah, both things were considered in the work that we did, Doug.
Did you come to a conclusion that acts in the past were not beneath the standard you would expect, or did you reach the conclusion that won't happen again or anymore now that he's a Cleveland Brown?
And I'll go back to it. We felt good about everything that we felt good about.
What do they mean
We felt
that won't happen
good about
again?
what we learned
What
about-
won't happen again? Because a woman can say whatever she wants in this society. What won't happen again? Because the way it's depicted on is that the reporter is saying that something actually happened. I don't care if it's I might have been the only one that was surprised, that wasn't surprised, but I wasn't surprised by 22 women accusations. I wasn't surprised. Especially, I know when an athlete is getting massaged all the time. They get massages all the time. And you guys don't understand. There ain't no regular massages. These guys hitting each other. It's like brick walls hitting each other every week. They get massages that average people wouldn't even recollect. So everybody he was getting a massage with, hell yeah, they came into the persona that, oh, she's trying to get this money. Let's go. Let's pile on. Being as though, we got these conspiracy theorists. Being as though I don't believe in that. I believe in people, whatever research that they did the research. No matter if I disagree with it or agree with it, I really don't agree with the research, the conspiracy theorist type of stuff, because I think it's bull. It's actually a made up word by the CIA. You can look that up. But what I'm saying is, this is what the reporter is saying. Like, so you think something happened? You know what I'm saying? So let's go with let's leave it what he said when he said that. I want you to hear this. Hold on one second.
Again, or any more now that he's a Cleveland Brown.
I'll go back to, we felt good about everything that we felt good about Deshaun as a person. We felt good about what we learned about cases, Doug, that to a point where we felt.
Did you come to a conclusion that the acts in the past
What acts?
were not beneath the standard you would expect, or did you reach the conclusion that that won't happen again or anymore now?
What
that he's a
happened?
Cleveland Brown?
I'll go back to,
What
we
happened?
felt good about everything that we felt good about Deshaun as a person. We felt good about what we learned about the cases, Doug, that to a point where we felt comfortable pursuing the trade and bringing him into the building. And if we didn't, like,
Intelligent man
in
right
terms
there.
of what happened or moving forward, we wouldn't have made the trade.
Deshaun, one of the reasons you're here is because you asked to be traded from Houston. Why did you ask? Why did you want out of Houston?
The big thing was, I think at the time,
The reporter just asked him why did he want out of Houston. He's going to get a PC type of response, Deshaun Watson. But let's be real. He went out of Houston because he believed that a lot of them owners set this whole situation up. And I believe that too. I believe all the owners set some of this stuff up. But again, this is why you have to protect yourself 1,000%. A lot of these women are not to be trusted. A lot of these men are not to be trusted. And I wanted to bring this Derek Jeter thing up. He was doing this in the early 90s, in his early 20s. He before all his Me Too, way before all his Me Too shit, he knew what was going on right then and there. He knew how this society was, and he had a lot to lose. And these women can say whatever they want, and it is over. So all these 22 civil lawsuits that's going on, and it's a second, a second jury court. I'm actually going to look up the article, but the second court, they said they're not going to go through with it either. So this is saying something. But all these women going to write a book. They're going to get rich somehow, some way. This is how it is, man. Brothers, men in general, you have to protect yourself. Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
we just both were going in different directions. And so for me to be able to accomplish the things that I want to do, we started off doing it privately with my agency, and then it led to, the whole big situation. But yeah, it was a time for both of us to kind of part ways.
A couple months after they'd given you a new contract. So what triggered your change of sentiment?
I think for this circumstance in this situation, it's hard to get too far into the details. But Yeah, it was just like I said before, it was just a time for both of us to part ways. I know that previously the contract was given to me that summer, but at the same time, I was honest and
Thanks for
straightforward with the
watching. Whoever's
organization.
watching right
They were
now, thank
honest
you
with
for
me, and we
watching.
came to the conclusion that this was the best situation.
Deshaun, I think as details have come out, some people have wondered why you've used the number of massage therapists that you've used. Can you kind of explain that number?
Yeah, I can't get too far into detail because there's
He asked him why do he use a number of massage therapists. If you ask any pro athlete or just any amateur athlete, especially in combat sports, they need a masseuse at all times. Even high school kids, as you can imagine, they need a masseuse at all times. This is the reason why. This is the reason why they need these massages and everything. And again, they get different massages because professionals. You understand me? Different professional massage therapists. Let's keep it going.
I'm going investigation still, but I can say that with this now day and age, especially with my age group, social media is a big business part that goes into it. So that's a factor into it. But as far as the details, I can't get too far into it because there's an investigation going on. But hopefully, once everything is resolved, I can speak freely on it.
Evaluating your methods or how many you use or how you find people?
Definitely. This is something that for my team.
Get the hoodie, baby.
Now
get the hoodie.
Browns
Unapologetic.
Find a plan.
Manhood.
Forward from it.
Yeah, Deshaun, what can you say to Browns fans and to the people of Cleveland to convince them that you're not the person that is described in these complaints and suits? And do you sort of understand why it can be hard for people to, believe that right now, given the sheer numbers involved?
No, definitely. I understand the whole circumstances is very difficult, especially for the women's side of the fans in this community. I'm not naive to that. I know these allegations is very, very serious, but like I've mentioned before, I've never assaulted any woman. I never disrespected any woman. I was raised by a single parent mom who has two aunties who's her sister, and that's who raised me. I was raised to be genuine and respect everyone and everything around me. So I've always defended that, and I will continue to stand on that. And I just want the opportunity to be able to show who I really am in the community and be hands-on and help people and serve other people.
Andrew, I was just wondering, why did you think Deshaun was worth the risk of a groundbreaking contract, especially with the uncertainty of, possible NFL action, and just what convinced you that, how risky do you feel this is?
Let me go back to what he said about his mom and his aunties and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe that's a problem. It took me a long time to discover my manhood and what it takes to be a man and what it takes to understand your reality. Then so I had that feeling because actually my grandmother is a baby boomer. So what that mean is, she raised me. What that mean is she actually was raised by a real man, her father and her mom, both productive parents. So she understood the importance of understanding your society. That was extremely important. She might have not told me verbally, but her actions towards other people, or lack thereof, are now understood that my grandmother was the type of person that she didn't let just anyone in her circle. It took me a couple of years to understand that, but it was very early when I understood I can't be hanging out with just anybody. And I've always been like that. That's why I stayed out of trouble for the most part of my life. And, but as a man, I needed a man to tell me specifically that a lot of these people that's coming in your life, they don't like you, especially when you're a heterosexual man, and even more when you're a heterosexual black man. because it's like they feel like you are in battle with them. So, people be PC all the time, especially within the Black community. We don't want to say it's a lot of our women in the Black community that's going against the Black man at all times, and these a lot of simps, a lot of Black men are going against the Black woman. But the thing is, the point is, the children are left out. The children are basically are being second class citizens within the Black community. The reason why I say that because people don't want to bring up the facts that the mother and father is extremely important, especially now, and especially nowadays, are extremely important. Picking who the father is is extremely important. Picking who the mother is extremely important, because you keep on making babies with just anybody, they're going to make bad decisions, especially when they start to get, $1 million contracts, or, just being a professional when it comes to, the work that they do, no matter if it's sports or just, working corporate or what have you, or a blue collar man or woman. They're not going to know what to do when it comes to people coming in and out their life. And that's the problem. That's the biggest problem. And the reason for the irrational situation is because everybody going against each other, instead of saying, let's pick this man the best father for my future children. No matter what we go through as a couple, I know he's going to be there, and vice versa. But again, when your community is built on agent of chaotic situations, establishing the upper hand by giving the preferred gender their hierarchy, because again, we in the matriarchy in this society is a matriarchy society, but especially in the Black community and everything. But let's keep this going. I don't want to. I know I talked a lot. Let's keep this going.
Yeah, Marla, it's a good question. For us, once we got comfortable with Deshaun as a person, Deshaun the person, it became pretty straightforward from a football perspective. We think he's one of the best players at the position in the sport. He's obviously in his prime, and we think it's the most important position in the sport. So once we were able to get comfortable with him as a person, the football part in terms of evaluation was pretty easy.
Deshaun, you originally turned down the Browns, and then you flipped and went back to the Browns. How much of that had to just do with the contract?
Actually, it had
You
nothing
can
to do
tell
with the
that
contract.
he lost weight.
I didn't know about the contract until I told my
You can tell
agent
that
that
he
I
was
wanted to
stressing
come
over
be a
this
Cleveland
shit.
Brown. That was secondary. That was after the fact that we spoke on the phone with AB and Kevin and the Haslam family. So that had nothing to do with me choosing the Cleveland Browns.
Why did you originally turn them down?
It wasn't necessarily a turn down. I think the media was kind of rushing me to make a decision, and I wasn't comfortable with making that right decision. And so the news get out and things like that. But for me, I knew that Cleveland was the best situation for a football standpoint, and just for a community and family atmosphere. And these guys mentioned it before. Once I got to meet these guys, I sitting up here, Coach Kevin and AB and the Haslam family, it was just that connection that we just had, that bond. And I knew that this was a perfect situation for me to have a fresh start, go win some Super Bowls, and move forward and build this community as what we want to build it as.
Darryl Run?
Yeah, Deshaun, this is something that is going to stick with you for a long time, this perception. How do you repair your image? How do you restore your name?
No, I understand that. And I know that there's going to be a stain that's probably going to stick with me for a while, but all I can do is keep moving forward and continue to show the person that I am, the true character, the true person, the true human being I am. like I said before, I've never done the things that these people are alleging. And I'm going to continue to fight for my name and clear
This
my
is
name.
why it's
and like
very
I've been doing,
important.
just cooperate with everything that comes with it and just keep moving forward. And then as far as the job and what I need to do on the football side is to lead this team, help this team win multiple games and Super Bowls. And that's my job, is to continue to put all that together and work with the Cleveland Browns and, just keep pushing forward.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. When did you know that, or I should say, when did you feel comfortable that Deshaun was the guy you wanted to bring in to be the face of this franchise?
Yeah, Daryl, I don't know that I can pinpoint a specific moment, but it was a long process. Like I mentioned, it was a 5-month odyssey, and I don't know that I know the specific day or time, but it really was a combination of all the factors. And as we were able to accumulate more and more information, the pure volume of it and the amount of time and work that we place into it, that's ultimately what got us comfortable with him.
Okay, the 5-month odyssey takes us back to late October, early November.
All right, that's it, guys. So, hey, I want to bring this back to this lady. Hold on one second. Let me take this off. I want to bring this back to ESPN fake woke, super liberal feminazi. Actually, on my other Twitter, she blocked me because I was telling some real. She was trying to put people like Colin Kaepernick in the same. She's talking about I'm not racist towards black men because I talk about other people. Every time this woman gets a chance to talk about black men, she do. And it's a lot of talk about black men in a bad situations, but I'm talking about heterosexual black men. She gets it, just like many other ESPN. A lot of them black. She's a Karen. She's an ESPN fake woke Karen. A lot of those black simp enforcers at ESPN do it. A lot of those super liberal, neoliberal, feminazi black women on ESPN that fake wokes. All of them, they pile on black men like they've been doing for many, many years. Okay, telling their quote unquote truth. But this lady gets away with a lot. This is the same lady that talked about what's my man name? Kobe Bryant. Day after he got killed, brought up the rape charge he had that got, found out that he was not guilty of it and things of that. And she's doing it again with this young man, Deshaun Watson. I just want to show these things so these people can really realize that these people don't care about you, black man. No matter how much you simp, no matter how much you want to be woke, no matter how much you want to protect all women and all this other stuff, those type of women, them untraditional, them non-traditional women do not care about you. The only thing they want to be is on top of everybody, even you. They want to have a matriarchy. They want to put all their delusions out on the black man or out on this country, and things of that nature. They're professional victims. But I'm just gonna try to go down to what she was saying about the young man. I'm gonna go to an article if I can't see everything. But yeah, she blocked me yesterday, I might add. Look at her. Sarah Spain is her name. The fake woke Karen of ESPN. Sarah goes on Twitter, storm supporting Jamel Hill, another feminazi. Let's read this. And I almost got fired for talking about him every chance I got. Let's keep this going. Hold on one second. Hold on. I think this was the article that I wanted to read. ESPN Sarah Spain goes on tweet storm supporting Jamel Hill criticism on Donald Trump. Oh, this is a dumb another dumb fake woke thing. She's trying to tell us she's talking about white men as well. No, this woman talked about many black men, many heterosexual black men that's successful. That's not about that fake woke, worshiping these high level agent of chaotic feminazis. I want to see that article. I actually probably just, you know what? Okay, own money. See, look how she's talking to people. This I think she's the employer of ESPN. Right, tough to swallow. Yeah, bitch, I make my own money. Cosby Doc did a great job. Doctor did a great job on that subject for sure. Let's go. Yeah. Trying to get to let me see. Former sports writer Joanne Cameron was sentenced today to 21. I mean, that's what's so scary and sad. We just don't know what happened behind closed doors. Thank God she had the proof. Thank God she had the proof. But when a man do it, ain't no thank God. That I'm telling you, men, you better stop playing those games. You better stop pandering to these delusional women. I know they good for making money, making your money, you know what I'm saying, to talk that pandering mess. Look at this. You know what? I'm just gonna find that article. Let me stop this real quick. I'm gonna find that article for you guys, and then that'd be it. Here we go. There we go. Spain. Okay, here we go. Salesman bought receipts in her battle against whataboutism. ESPN server goes nuclear on. Okay, here we go. Here go this man-faced woman. Let's get to it. Hold on one second. They usually look like this too. Real masculine looking. So here it is. ESPN server Spain goes nuclear on potential serial predator. Potential serial predator. With two courts that don't even want it to come out. Don't even want it to go to court because it's bullshit. A successful black man, you think they're just going to do it on a regular, no matter how much money he has? Really? Deshaun Watson and the Browns giving him a new contract tweet. Come on, let's get it. I hate doing articles because this is ridiculous. Look, all this stuff coming up, so stupid. Deshaun Watson has a new home in NFL after days of deliberation and meeting with several prospective teams. The now former Texan quarterback decided to waive his no trade calls on Friday to join the Cleveland Browns. Houston sent Watson and 20 to 24 fifth round. Yeah, we know all that. Watson still faces 22 civil lawsuits and an NFL investigation that could result in suspensions. Shortly after the trade was announced, NFL spokesperson Brian McCarthy released the following statement. Any transactions would have no effect on the NFL's ongoing comprehensive investigation of the serious allegations against Deshaun Watson, nor would it affect his status under the collective bargaining agreement and the personal conduct policy. There you go. I'm kind of ESPN Sarah. That's what I want to get to. ESPN Sarah Spain took it a step further. Of course, she's a feminazi in her assessment of Watson and the Browns trading for him. The Browns wanted an adult to lead their team, so they went with a guy currently facing 22 allegations of sexual assault and harassment who demanded a trade and threatened to sit rather than play for his previous team, even before accusations sidelined him and might be suspended. Okay. Don't you think that's why all of a sudden 22 people came in? It's like she said, currently facing 22 accusations of sexual assault and harassment, who demanded a trade and threatened to sit rather than play for his previous team, even before accusation sideline. So that tells you right there, maybe it had something to do with what was going on. The Browns wanted an adult. What a joke! And she said, "What a joke." This is what before he got suspended. Telling you boys. Let's start with the basic facts. Let's hear this. Some of you seem willing to ignore an NFL quarterback, a strained expect league team massage therapist in favor of searching for them on Instagram. Then went to at least 50 different therapists, some unlicensed, one of whom was an ex-stunning, not a massage. Okay, what is that? What does that mean? See, she don't know. She don't understand the basis of an NFL player. The basis of an NFL player is to get the right massage, because they hitting the wall at all times. This is basically what would be going on. See, you don't understand that because you're not an athlete. Okay, let's start. This is her tweets. This is all her tweets in the last couple of days. Okay, what privilege do you mean specifically? Okay, I guess somebody wrote something to her. Hi, Sarah, love your work. I was just listening to your commentary on ESPN The Ticket as far as what Watson going to Cleveland and his pending 22 silver. What the hell? Silver, but it's funny how names like Chad Wheeler get loose to the mix when we're talking about athletes who are given privilege. What privilege do you mean specifically? She writes. He's been out of the NFL since he was charged and likely will never play again. He was figuring a player must had never heard of, and the story, that's how she writing it, had never heard of, and the story made major news at the time, but faded away as most do when involved lesser known athletes. So what that mean? These women still get paid. The dudes still don't get their money for the most part. Their life is destroyed because a woman, for the most part, lies, because it don't even make they don't even go to court for the most part. For the most part, I'm talking about the men that are innocent, and it's more men that are innocent than it is guilty. You know, okay. So here we go. Your conspiracy theories really don't hear how stupid you sound, claiming 20 plus women, including some not filing suits, were hired, caused the team was mad at Watson, so he be under investigation while they try to get a good trade. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for him. Causing him to sit on the books a year? Yeah, absolutely. Because he's a huge talent, dummy. And including some not filing suit. Is that a fact? Because more than likely it's not a fact. All 22 women are filing suit. Guys, it goes on and on with this woman. You really got to, this lady, her name is Sarah Spain. You really got to look this woman up. Because this woman is defining who brothers like me be speaking on. It's many like her. People be like, it's just a few of her. No. It's many like her in this society because they know they got the power to do what they want and say what they want without any fucking facts of any kind. They know what they have. You brothers got to start understanding this. You young brothers, you older brothers, y'all keep on pandering to these women. and you get the short end of the stick at all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's so many details. I'm going to be talking about this Deshaun Watson thing for a while, because we're going to get to the brunt of these feminazis attacking innocent men, especially innocent heterosexual black men, and the super liberal feminist black men and women helping them. We have to be smarter though. We have to understand, again, like as I said before, Derek Jeter back in the early 90s was telling women to watch what, he knew the dress of the women he was talking to. So he used to have them sign an agreement that, hey, this is what we're doing. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You sign here. That means that you want to do whatever we're doing, and that's it. And he was in his early 20s. And you know why he probably know how to do what he was doing? Because he was raised with a strong father and a strong mother. He was raised into a two-parent household that told him the importance of his reality. That let Derek Jeter told Derek Jeter that he had a lot to lose and a lot of women will want him. So you better be prepared for any and everything. See, these young men nowadays be, put the pedestal up on their mom, and that's what you do. You love your mother, whatever. But you really need to get some help when it comes to understanding what real manhood takes and realistic thinking takes. Because if you live in your life as a feminist, a dude that don't know what the hell's going on, you're mentally a feminine person, you're going to end up losing everything. Because this society, again, it don't matter how much you pander to these super liberal feminazis, they're going to see you for what you are, a dum-dum, because you're not protecting yourself. I don't have much to lose, and I make sure I protect myself, because a lot of these people, no matter who the young or older women, they do anything for clout. They know they got the power. They know they got the power from the statewide jurisdiction to the government. They know they got the power, but they don't have no power if you have evidence. Keep a camera around you. Keep, sign disclosures. Don't say much. You know the chaotic women. You know it, and they're not always loud either. They're not always loud. You know the non-traditional women that's looking to get a step up on you. You know it. You know you better not call me no 304, but you know what it is. You know them. You got to stop pandering. You got to stop sleeping with just any woman, having any woman come to your house, or you go to her house. It's been many cases in the last 6 months where dudes are falling for the bait, and these women are getting them killed physically. It used to just be mentally in the court system. Now it's physically, because they got other simp enforcer pookies waiting for them in the corner to kill them and rob them. But you don't hear me though. Because again, you're growing up with too many women around you telling you your shit don't stink. And including these simp enforcer beta pookies around you that's telling you the same thing, because they're more feminine than the woman that they be with. Again, this is unapologetic manhood right here. This is real manhood. You better understand your surroundings, your society, before it's too late, especially if you have a lot to lose. I wouldn't even want to be in a room alone with any woman unless she's my fiance or my daughter, without some camera or some document that they sign in. I don't play that shit. And if anybody tell you, you shouldn't, it's not going to happen. Just calm down. It's not going to happen. No. You let them know, kiss my ass, go get me a camera, go get me, something for them to sign to let them know what's going down. You can't do what you was doing 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, because they're gonna be telling somebody that, oh yeah, he touched me when I didn't want him to touch me, because you don't know shit about the woman, or you want to go to her house when she probably more than likely got a pookie waiting for you to X you out, to take you off this planet. You're gonna keep on not listening to brothers like me, men like me, and you're gonna see what's really good about this. Because again, I see it all the time. I see what's going on. You better get your shit. You better get it straight. You better get your shit straight, because nobody ain't gonna care for you. Again, I know so many pandering males, such as people like a Joe Buttons, always getting in trouble. They got allegations about him for the last 10 to 15 years, and he still want to pander. Pander won't get you out of trouble with agent of chaotic feminazis. None. You have to protect yourself. You have to be unapologetic, and you have to be respectful for yourself first, and then for anybody else that's coming in your life, because these people don't care about you. They don't care about you at all, especially if you got a lot to lose. When are we going to understand how important that really is? When are we going to understand that? When are we going to stop being a lot of the males going to stop being a simp, enforcer, pookie, or beta? These women don't give a shit. They want to be over you. A lot of these non-traditional, neoliberal feminazis want to be over you, especially in the Black community. And I'm gonna do a video about it's gonna be called "When a Black Woman Wins." When a Black woman win, who's winning with her, versus when a Black man win, who is winning with him. Because any Black man that's winning, he got to put a Black woman beside him. But when a Black woman wins, she by herself. Nobody ain't help her do shit. You're going to get it unapologetic, baby. I got hoodies. Again, the hood, come email me if you want a hoodie. We can work on the price for you, and I'll send it right to you. We're going to do it like that, because I want unapologetic men and women on this, but especially men, because again, all these people, these uppity dudes that's here on YouTube talking that bullshit, they ain't really saying nothing. They ain't really saying nothing at all. This video, my time is up. Again, go cop this unapologetic manhood hoodies before it get warm. But I got some t-shirts coming in as well. And hey, we're gonna get it going. You gotta smarten up, guys. Gotta smarten up. Everybody don't like you. Anyway, peace.